Good afternoon and welcome to WBON TV Live at 5, where every local story starts here. I'm Gwendolyn Morton. We've got new information today on that Berea house fire, also a new feature at the Gibson Bay Golf Course, plus a look at what's going on this weekend. All that plus more news, local sports, and weather coming up with Todd Nelson. That's all today here live at 5. But first, in our WBON TV big story of the day, following the devastating house fire caused by the sale and use of impure kerosene, city officials are turning to the state for support. After an out-of-state study, the material found responsible for that fire started in the early morning hours of January the 19th was determined not to be pure kerosene. The fire left one of the residents of the house injured and 2 pets dead. The fuel was sold at the 76 gas station, and according to Mayor Bruce Fraley, it is still unknown as to how that fuel became tainted. After the unfortunate incident, the gas station's pump was shut down, and several authorities, including the state, are all looking into that situation. This is an ongoing investigation. We'll have more as it becomes available. Well, Gibson Bay Golf Course received a nice upgrade to the options it can offer its clientele earlier this month when it opened its new golf training center. Yesterday, Jason Eberly gave Michael Watkins all the details about why this is such a big deal for the local golf scene.
Earlier this month, Gibson Bay became the home for a new golf training center that is truly state-of-the-art and a place that now offers training for golfers of all ages. The facility will offer golf lessons, club fittings, and junior golf classes. Plus, with the golf simulator, lovers of the sport can now play when it's cold and wet outside.
You can play a full round of golf on the simulators. Putting, chipping, bunker shots, full round of golf. For a threesome, it takes about 2 hours, and all you have to do is contact Gibson Bay Pro Shop to reserve a simulator time. We're also offering private lessons for adults in the teaching bays with all the technology and doing club fittings. So we've got a lot going on in here, a lot, and it's been a perfect month to open this because the weather's not been ideal for outdoor golf. So we've had a really busy first month.
This is a big deal for Madison Countyans who might not only want to golf when the weather isn't ideal, but those who also want to perfect their craft.
Obvious main factor is that this is weatherproof. You know, that we can, you know, there's people, we have customers that don't golf in the summer. You know, in July, August, they feel like it's too hot. And obviously we have quite a bit of weather from really October into March. We don't have very good weather. So this should be very valuable. I mean, we're not in Minneapolis per se, but we still have our share of weather and being able to train without worrying about it. Today we have the doors open. The kids are getting to hit live golf shots without getting rained on.
The garage offers 2 teaching and fitting bays, which is used to help golfers understand ball flight and offers the most technology to see what the club is doing. 2 golf simulators are also there, which are for training and also for playing games, plus a putting chipping green, which is used for pitching the ball, and a strip of flat turf, which teaches golfers how to putt, the correct stroke, speed, and more. With the golf simulator itself, there are over 100 different courses offered, but Jason says they've been able to find a few that they think patrons will really enjoy.
We found some of them aren't, most of them work, and we're letting the customers come in. We're giving them some good choices. We usually keep about 4 or 5 that we think people like downloaded, and that way when they get here they can pick one. And we keep the same courses on both simulators. So if we get a group of 6 or 8 people that all want to play together, they can rent both simulators and play the same course and have a good time.
Inside the garage, you'll find different flags that are hung up from the ceiling, which represent college athletes who have trained at Gibson Bay and gone on to play college golf.
We're 5 flags short right now. We have 3, 6, we have 9 up, and we will have 14 when we get them all in. And we'll also hang the Madison Central State Championship banners from their golf team. So, you know, golf in our community and youth golf has been wildly successful, and this was just the next step. I mean, if you have something and it's going well, you know, we worked with the city and our advisory board and the community to build this to continue on the direction we've been going.
To schedule an outing or training inside the Gibson Bay Golf Training Center, just contact the Pro Shop. For WBON TV 9, I'm Michael Watkins.
Thanks, Michael, for that story. Well, the family of Jacob Fox, a 24-year-old Beattyville man who went missing in July, is grappling with a 6-month-long ordeal and renewing their plea for information to help locate him. Tammy Adkins, a family member, told our media partner, WLEX 18, about the challenges they've been facing during this period. While they usually support each other through various difficulties, finding Jacob has proven to be a challenge with little assistance from authorities. Beattyville Police Chief Cody Sparks acknowledged the limitations of his small department, which consists of just 5 patrol officers and lacks dedicated detectives. The absence of specialized personnel can hinder investigations, making it challenging to follow up on leads effectively. Chief Sparks shared that they have conducted searches in rivers and ponds based on available leads, but as of now, there's no active leads in Jacob Fox's case. Adkins, Jacob's great-grandmother, expressed frustration from the perceived efforts of law enforcement, stating, "I don't think they are doing their duty. I think they're doing hardly enough." The family is appealing for more dedicated efforts and resources to be allocated for the search for Jacob. Chief Sparks emphasized their department is doing everything within their means, given the constraints. He underscored the importance of the public's involvement, urging anyone with information to come forward and provide tips that could be help in finding Jacob. Despite the acknowledgement that finding Jacob alive might be unlikely at this point, the family remains hopeful for closure and is seeking answers to his whereabouts. The Beattyville Police Department is making the community involvement and public cooperation crucial in resolving the case. The family is asking for anyone with information to come forward. With that, we're going to take a quick break. Don't go anywhere. We've got Todd Nelson in the Weather Center with the forecast coming up next.
Hi, I'm John Leeds, owner-operator of Leeds Fine Jewelry. I've been doing repair work for over 3 decades. Not only do we carry a large supply of Kentucky agate, we also have several lines of natural gemstones. We carry everything from small diamond earrings to large 3.5 carat studs. We have pearl necklaces and pearl earrings. We carry a large supply of gold hoops. 108 East Main Street in downtown Richmond, Kentucky. We're nationally known, we're locally owned.
How do you protect your family during a disaster? Have a plan of action for tornadoes, floods, earthquakes, and for an incident at the Bluegrass Army Depot. Know what you will do and how you will contact each other. Having a plan helps to keep you calm and not panic. Visit EstleCountyEMA.com to get started today. Plan today for a safer tomorrow.
I'm Michelle. And I'm Jennifer, and in the spring of 1992, Bishop Small Engine Repair was born in our mom and dad's barn in Estill County.
Then in the fall of 1992, we made the move to Madison County, where we are today. With the support of our family, customers, and community, we have continued to grow in the outdoor power industry. With a full line of products from Cub Cadet, Grasshopper, Echo, and Shindawa, we can help you tackle your yard so you can enjoy it with your family. Bishop Small Engine Repair, where our focus is our customer. Stop on in, 119 North Estill Avenue in Richmond. We can't wait to see ya.
Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. From our attention to detail, a diverse staff, and the best aftercare in the business, there's no better local choice to take care of your family in a difficult time than Davis & Powell. Call in to discuss pre-planning and preparations so there'll be no additional burden on your family. Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. For additional information, check them out at davisandpowellfuneralhome.com. Davis & Powell Funeral Home, always going the extra mile.
Granite, marble, and quartz for any surface. Make a lifetime commitment you won't regret.
'Tis the season for sickness. Protect yourself and those around you with vaccinations at the Harness Health Pharmacies, powered by Mercy Health. Mercy Health Pharmacies offer vaccines for influenza, COVID-19, pneumonia, and RSV. Most vaccines are covered by the insurance, and in case they are not, Harness Health Pharmacy also partners with the primary care clinics for patients that are required by insurance to receive their vaccines there. Stop by the Harness Health Pharmacy in Irvin, located next to the Mercy Health Irvin Primary Care.
Welcome back to Live at 5. Another mild day here in the area. We've got Todd Nelson in the Weather Center. Going to give us a look at the forecast and the weather forecast coming up right here.
Thanks, Gwendolyn. It was a little bit better out there today. Still holding out of those low clouds, though. And as we head into the weekend, more rain on the way, and some of the rain could be steady at times. All right, again, the view from north of town on I-75 showing the roads actually drying out a little bit through the day. A few peaks of sunshine trying to develop this afternoon, but our next storm system located to the south and west, and this is going to be bringing with it again that rain Saturday night, Sunday, and then maybe cold enough Sunday night, early Monday morning for a few flakes or flurries, but I think the threat for that is very minimal. Here's our evening. Again, the clouds persisting, 50 degrees at 7 p.m., working into the lower 40s by early tomorrow morning. The fog will actually develop in some of those prone locations tonight. The weekend remains soggy. Again, maybe a few flurries Monday morning, and then looking ahead to the middle part of next week. Last part of January there, maybe featuring a few showers. Saturday, tomorrow, rain 47. Saturday night, 37, warm enough for all liquid. And then Sunday, we're cooler, 41, with a few light showers still in place. And that storm system, again, the area of low pressure down across the Gulf Coast states. So everything is going to be shifting up into our neck of the woods and then trailing here on the wraparound side of that storm system into Sunday. But again, maybe a few flakes and flurries Sunday night, early Monday morning. Here's a look at our forecast. Some cloud cover in the areas of fog tonight. As we head into Saturday, it looks like the rain starts to move in mid to late morning. Certainly an active afternoon. Can't rule out a rumble of thunder, and the rain continues into Sunday here. But total rainfall amounts could be approaching 3/4 of an inch or more. So definitely soggy starting mid-morning tomorrow. We're into the 40s. And then the showers work into the region. And Gwendolyn, it looks like a pretty soggy weekend. Maybe a few more showers Tuesday and Wednesday, but drier later next week.
Thanks, Todd. And for weather all the time, you can find it on Channel 9 online. Check out our Facebook page and WBONTV.com. Lawmakers in Frankfort have continued to stay busy since the calendar turned to 2024, and this week was no different. With a recap of another busy week at the state capitol, here's Keith West.
3 high-profile bills on crime and housing sparked more rounds of debate in Frankfort as the General Assembly moves forward with the issues facing the Commonwealth. House members sparred for more than 2.5 hours over an omnibus crime bill that seeks to ramp up penalties for repeat violent offenders and other crimes. Under the latest version of House Bill 5, known as the Safer Kentucky Act, offenders could face a life sentence in prison if convicted of 3 violent felonies. Individuals could also face a manslaughter charge if they distribute fentanyl that causes a fatal overdose. The 74-page bill also creates a felony carjacking law and calls for violent felony offenders to serve at least 85% of their criminal sentences before being released. Other provisions aim to curb shoplifting and street camping. Supporters say the legislation will strengthen Kentucky's approach to crime and reassert basic principles of safety and civility in response to years of growing disorder. Critics, however, counter that the bill would apply antiquated policies to complex problems and drive up incarceration costs in a state with an already high rate of imprisonment. House Bill 5 cleared the House floor and now heads to the state Senate. Other bills spurring debate in the chambers were House Bill 18 and Senate Bill 25, both which affirm the rights of landlords to decline tenants who use federal housing assistance. The bills would prevent local governments from enacting ordinances that require landlords to accept such rental agreements. House Bill 18 includes all federal housing assistance, while Senate Bill 25 focuses on the Section 8 housing program. Proponents say the legislation would protect foundational property rights, but others say the bills would slash housing options for low-income Kentuckians. Both bills won approval in their respective chambers. Lawmakers are scheduled to gavel back in on Monday for day 19 of the 2024 legislative session. Reporting from the state capitol in Frankfort, I'm Keith West.
Thanks, Keith, for that recap. We're going to take another quick break. Don't go anywhere. We've got Dawson up in the sports room. Lots of local sports news coming up right here on Live at 5. That's coming up next.
Are you considering a bathroom remodel? Think about this. Remodeling your bathroom without addressing the plumbing is like going to get a facelift when you need heart surgery. Plumbing is the heart of your home. At Fast Flow, we understand the importance of a well-functioning plumbing system. Our expert plumbers have years of experience in providing top-notch plumbing services. Don't just settle for a pretty face. Choose Fast Flow Plumbing before you remodel and keep your home's heart beating perfectly.
Call a pro at Fast Flow!
Did I ever tell you about that time I zipped right past that dang Sasquatch?
I don't think so.
Yes, sir. I don't know how they ever got away if it wasn't for this brand new side-by-side I got at Gateway Cycles.
In Mount Sterling?
Yes, sir. They set me up with something that left old Sasquatch sneezing in my dust.
Jimbo!
Lord, I hear him coming back now.
That ain't no Sasquatch. That's Mama.
Get a great deal on Sasquatch eluders today. Gateway Cycles, Mount Sterling.
Who makes the best meal in Richmond? Nuevo Vallarta. Friendly service, a place that's good for kids and good for groups. Head to Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond. Nuevo Vallarta is known for warm hospitality, great prices, great food, and the best fajitas in town. Start with an appetizer, order a la carte, or choose from their huge menu of Mexican favorites for grown-ups and kids. Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond.
Watch the Real McCoys weekdays at 9:30 a.m. on Heartland.
Family known as the Real McCoys.
Watch Laugh-In on Retro TV, Mondays through Thursdays at 10 p.m. and Saturdays at 8.
If you love local sports, you'll love the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show. Join your host, Micah Watkins, Samantha Burford, and Dawson Rule as they cover sports news for the greater Madison County area. Get your local sports news every Monday night from 6 to 7 on WBON Channel 9 and on Y92.5, V99.3, and CBS Sports Radio 103.5. The Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show is also brought to you by the Richmond Raceway, the Law Office of Patrick O'Neill, Nuevo Vallarta, and Bishop Small Engine Repair.
Welcome back. Some breaking local sports news, updated scores, and a preview for a massive college basketball game tomorrow in Richmond are all part of today's WBON TV Channel 9 Sports Report. Here's your anchor, Dawson Rule.
It's Friday. While the week is wrapping up soon, the ball games in the area are just starting to get going, including a massive one tomorrow afternoon right here in Richmond. Now, before we dip into anything coming up, I want to showcase the Berea boys basketball team who showed out last night against Barberville High School. The Pirates won at home 59-45, and multiple players contributed, including Nick Ballou, Tommy Banderman, Finley Blevins, Liam Brewer, Jack Hemingway, Jake Mills, Cameron Puckett, Javen Randall, and Wiley Reed. It was a complete team effort for the boys at Berea, and they showed why their team record's 13-6 so far this season. The Pirates will next play Belfry at home tomorrow at 3 o'clock. Go out and support them. Models girls lost 51-42 on the road at Bergen High School last night. Piper Moore and Riley Hunt both scored 12. Hunt grabbed 9 boards and Claire Garner secured 8. The team is now 4-7 and will next play Covington Latin early next week. Tonight, there are some games for local teams. Models boys host Bethlehem at 7:30 for an important game for the Patriots. They're currently in a tough losing skid, and a win tonight over a 9-7 Bethlehem team could be a big boost as Model prepares to enter the February portion of their schedule. Now, our EKU basketball friends are still on a roll with both women's and men's teams getting wins over Jacksonville University last night. Starting with the women, of course, they won their fourth straight conference game 59-51 in Jacksonville, Florida, with multiple Colonels players contributing. Antoinette Walker scored 17 and Alice Riccanati added in 12 points. Walker also had 7 rebounds, 3 steals, and 2 assists on the night. EKU also out-rebounded the Dolphins 38-28. Now, the girls will face the 7-12 North Florida Ospreys down in Jacksonville tomorrow at 2 o'clock. On the men's side, the team defeated Jacksonville 75-59 last night at home here in Richmond, which helped the Colonels start 6-0 in Conference ASUN play for the first time since the late 50s. Isaiah Cozart was awesome with 16 points and 13 rebounds, while Michael Moreto added 13 and 8. Colin Cooper, off the bench for Eastern, dropped 14 points himself, and he helped the Colonels get this much-needed home win. Now tomorrow, EKU welcomes in North Florida, who is second in the ASUN and 1 game behind EKU for the conference lead. That makes this matchup a massive one for ASUN tournament implications in March. So every Colonels fan needs to come out and support at 4 o'clock tomorrow for one of the biggest home games of the year for Eastern. It's going to be Youth Sports Day, and the team will be playing amped up for a chance to gain a 2-game lead in the conference with a win. Good luck to Eastern tomorrow. One more quick sports note. Madison Southern's Bailey Hensley is going to be cleared next Friday, and she'll make her Madison Southern debut against Rockcastle County at home. Make plans to come out to that game next week. That's going to be all for today's sports coverage, and remember, this is Dawson Rule, bringing you Madison County's Sports Report.
Thanks, Dawson, for that sports report. We're going to take another quick break, but don't go anywhere. It's Friday, and that means we've got Samantha Burford. She is up next with the Weekender Report.
You've heard the name Chenault Vineyards, but what do you know about it? Chenault Vineyards is a place for the community to enjoy. Central Kentucky's premier event and wedding destination with 5 event venues, full-service catering, over 13 varieties of wine, live music entertainment, seasonal food options, weekly themed Wednesday night out and girls night out, trivia, murder mystery date nights, and free yoga on the point with beautiful views. Everyone can find something to do at Chenault Vineyards. Want to know more? Follow them on Facebook and Instagram or plan your night out at ChenaultVineyards.com.
Mushroom lovers, this one's for you. This is for the beef lovers too, the onion lovers, the Swiss cheese lovers. If you love all these things, then you're going to absolutely love our classic double mushroom onion melt. Try it now, only at A&W. Feel the heat at A&W with our delicious, cheesy, and spicy sriracha cheese curds. They're available for a limited time only, so come on in and try some today. Only at A&W.
Are you looking for a brand new SUV that won't break the bank? Look no farther than Jack Burford Chevrolet, home of the newly redesigned 2024 Trax. Bigger, bolder, more refined, and starting under $25,000, the new Chevy Trax is really upped its game. Come see us at Jack Burford Chevrolet in Richmond or check us out at jackburford.com to see everything this new Trax has to offer.
If it won't go down!
Call Mr. Rooter, the best in town.
What do I do now?
Call Mr. Rooter, the best plumber in town. Mr. Rooter is Central Kentucky's affordable and reliable plumber. Right now, get any drain in your home clean for only $89. Call 859-253-CLOG. That's 859-253-CLOG. So if you've got a problem that won't go down, call Mr. Rooter. He's the best plumber in town. He'll clean any drain in your home for only $89.
Now I know who to call.
Call Mr. Rooter.
Bye-bye, Poopy.
Richmond has its very own TV station, WBON TV Channel 9, featuring 4 new TV channels of programming. Our primary station, 9.1, is available over the air with an antenna on all area cable systems, Roku, and our live player at WBONTV.com. You'll love the local sports and other local programming, including the only local newscast for the greater Richmond area, live at 5 daily. Find out more at WBONTV.com.
Well, the forecast may be looking a little gloomy, but there's pretty fun events still taking place, rain or shine. With a preview of some exciting local happenings, here's WBON TV Channel 9's Samantha Burford with the Weekender Report.
Welcome to this week's edition of the Weekender Report for the weekend of January 26th through the 28th. Let's not waste any time. Let's get this weekend started. The Richmond, Madison County, and Richmond Area Arts Council present an Evening of Elegance honoring African American musicians and music educators of Kentucky. Get your tickets at EKU Center for the Arts for this Friday, January 26th event at 7 p.m. And on Saturday, there will be an Evening of Elegance artist reception that takes place at 3 p.m. at the Richmond Area Arts Center. It will feature works by multiple visual artists, and light refreshments will be provided, and admission is free and open to the public. Friday night, you can join the Berea Arts Council for their Stepping Out for Art First Look opening reception on Friday, January 26th, starting at 5:30 p.m. This preview of items donated by artists from all over Kentucky is at 444 Chestnut Street at the Berea Arts Council. Admission is free, and so are their refreshments. Then, save the date for their Stepping Out for Art 2024 on February 24th, where the theme for this year is Roaring Twenties. Bring your family and friends to a day of collaborative creation with Winterberry Studio and the Berea College Forestry Outreach Center for building new, exciting features to the woodland playscape at the Pinnacles. This creative day is on Saturday from 2 to 4 p.m. So come ready to work. And bring your pine cones, tree branches, acorns, moss, or any other nature item that would help inspire and play. All ages are welcome, and in case of rain, the event will move indoors, and it all happens at the Berea Forestry Outreach Center. The immersive concert-style theater show chronicling the amazing folk rock duo comes to the EKU Center for the Arts, January 28th. The Simon & Garfunkel story hits the stage on Sunday. Using state-of-the-art projection and original photos and film footage, it tells the story of their humble beginnings, their successes, and one of the best-selling musical groups of the 60s, and their dramatic split in 1970. You'll enjoy wonderful music and nostalgia. Get your tickets now at EKUcenter.com. Thank you for watching this January 26th edition of the Weekender Report. We hope you found an event you're interested in and enjoy with your family and your community. Make sure to tell your friends to watch the Weekender Report every weekend on WBON TV, and make sure to keep sending in those events. Thanks for watching. I'm Samantha Burford.
Thanks, Samantha, for that edition of the Weekender Report. Looks like a lot of great things going on in the area over the weekend and in the weeks to come. Have a wonderful weekend out there. Don't forget, we've got lots more great programming right here on the stations of Wallingford Media. We also have that great TV guide for you. You can find out more about that at our website, WBONTV.com. Have a great day. And of course, I'll be right back here with you tomorrow. More news, more weather, more sports on Monday right here live at 5.